Today I'm bringing you my ranking of the 15 thrill rides at Cedar Point, specifically the roller coasters. This will exclude Wilderness Run and Woodstock Express. And let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. Alright guys, number 15 spot we have the Cedar Creek Mine Ride, an aerodynamics mine train. This ride is very vintage. It feels like an incredible classic. And yeah. This ride is one of the faster mine trains out there as well. It's like 42 miles an hour. While the one at my home park, Six Flags St. Louis, only goes 37. I did find Cedar Creek Mine Ride to be a bit rougher of a ride than the one at St. Louis. And so therefore the one at St. Louis is better than this one. But with that out of the way, enjoy your POV on the number 15 spot Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Oh, and I have to mention that there's lots of straight sections on this ride, just like the one at St. Louis. Oh, and it's a long ride, too. Unlike the one at St. Louis. I found it to be complete to do this fast. Alright guys, in number 14 we have Corkscrew. The aerodynamics custom looping gears were built in 1976. Oh wait, why is this like very slow? I actually fell asleep going up this next hill. That's how slow it actually is. But sometimes, like in this POV, it can be really fast. And there we go, the drop here. You don't know it yet, but this coaster is extremely rough. I did not enjoy it. It's like a fucking hill. Welcome to a very jerky airtime hill. And a vertical loop which is not smooth. And Ron Toomer, why did you design this? Why did you design a corkscrew model? Why could you just have like these like Anton Schwarzkopf to build this? Yes, corkscrews and icon from the bottom. Alright guys, number 13 spot we have Gemini, the aerodynamics racing hybrid coaster. Even though this ride is racing right now, it's still really boring. This one of those coasters that looks really good on paper, but in reality, it's pretty disappointing. I expected to really enjoy Gemini, but I didn't. Guys, number 4 is, what am I saying? Number 12 is Sucky Dragon, aka Iron Dragon. Yeah, this ride is just boring. Pulls absolutely no forces. This is absolutely one of the weakest suspended coasters I've ridden. aka it's my first. Yeah, I said it. It's my first ever suspended coaster. This is one of 2 I've ridden, with the other one being the Bat at Kings Island. This one is definitely way worse than the Bat. And then your suffering ends for now. And if you're an older enthusiast watching this, comment down below if you've ridden the original Bat at Kings Island that operated from 1981 to 1983. Comment down below if you're an older enthusiast and you've ridden the original Bat. But this is the Bat, this is Iron Dragon. Oh, and that smoker is really cool. Alright guys, number 11 spot is Blue Streak, the Philadelphia Toboggan Coaster, roller coaster at Cedar Point. This is the park's oldest operating roller coaster. Let me tell you, if you sit in the back row of this ride is brutally rough. But however, if you sit in the front row, you'll get some decent airtime and an undeniably smooth experience. Do not make the mistake I did. And yeah, this ride is short. Last time I was there, Blue Streak had a line for some reason, I don't know. And most of that line was... Alright guys, number 10. Your first counting on the top 10 coasters in the is Valley. And this is one of the most boring dive coasters I've ridden. The fastest train made it so comfortable, it's boring. I would definitely call Griffin and Busch Gardens Williamsburg definitely more familiar than this piece of crap. Like, the park guests are really scared of this ride. They'd rather ride the much more intense Maverick. And yeah, at least it has the stats. miles an hour. So yeah, it's got the stats in its favor, but yeah, the ride just isn't that Number 9 is Raptor, the B&M inverted coaster, introduced in 1994. This is an older invert, but man, the headbanging is obnoxious. Like, this is definitely one of the weaker inverts I've ridden. And I know lots of people who don't like Raptor, and I agree with them. I do not like this ride at all. Like, it's intense, it's forceful, it's tall, it's fast. And heck, the helix have made me gray out. But the headbanging is not tolerable. And yeah, enjoy the POV of Raptor. And it does have one section of straight track, which is the reason why I place it at number 9. Alright guys, number 8 spot as we get to the coasters I actually like at Cedar Point is Gatekeeper, the B&M Wing coaster introduced in 2013. It's actually one of the park's newer coasters. And I know people who like this and I love to say, this is pretty fun, but not that people think will like it. And one ride is enough. One of the tallest wing coasters out there. This one's like 171 feet. Believe it or not, that record was actually broken. But get this, a really large 0G roll. I mean, I love that element. And then you go to the most iconic part of the ride, the 0G roll, which heads right through the keyhole elements. Then you go through another 0G roll, which makes use of those keyhole elements yet again. And yeah, I do love Gatekeeper. It is pretty fun, but one ride is enough. Fun fact, this is the first coaster I actually rode over there at Cedar Point, because it was at the front gate. And yes, I do think this is an. Alright guys, number 7 spot is Rougarou. The flawless coaster conversion of Mantis, the B&M Cedar. Like proper credit it deserves. I know Cartoon Network does not like the ride very much. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the POV, which there's not much left. See? Coasters at Cedar Point. These are my top 5 favorite. We are kicking things off with Magnum XL200, number 5. This is my favorite hypercoaster I've ridden so far. I do taking over Mamba at Worlds of Fun. Yeah. This ride is the first ever hypercoaster built in 1989 at 205 feet. The first ever coaster to go over 70 miles an hour at 72 miles an hour. It was built in 1989. It was the first hypercoaster. And yeah, enjoy the POV of my number 5 spot, Magnum XL200. Sudden jolts of airtime. Like Magnum XL200 is the king of airtime besides Steel Vengeance. Oh, and you guys cannot miss the part where, I do like the way it goes back to the station as, some sort of banking maneuver or something. But anyway, that's not important. So, I'll end this POV. Alright guys, number 4 spot is a coaster I actually already have a POV of. And that is Top Thrill Dragster. This ride is the first ever strata coaster at 420 feet. And it goes 120 miles per hour. And man, I was intimidated when we went to Cedar Point. I was like... Alright guys, number 3 spot is Maverick, the Intamin Blitz coaster built in 2007. I know people like theme park hunting who say this ride isn't very good. Well, I disagree. It's best that I place it at number 3, because that's where it belongs on this list. You know? Until the introduction of Steel Vengeance and the number 1 coaster on my list, I actually thought this was the number 1 ride in the park. Oh wait, before the introduction of Steel Vengeance, this was the number 2. Like, that second launch for me is insane. Like, you think you're about to end the ride when you find out it's only the second half. Intamin did a fantastic job with it. What? They didn't? Alright guys, number 2 spot is a coaster I already have a POV of again. And that is Steel Vengeance. Now this placing is maybe going to affect some of you in the comments. But yeah, I don't care, honestly. 5 feet. Fastest hypercoaster in the world as well. It's 74 miles per hour. And yeah, this ride has some of the best airtime I ever experienced. But still, I just find the #1 coaster to be better, you know. But yeah, with that out of the way, and with the fact out of the way that Steel Vengeance actually breaks countless records, that out of the way, enjoy your POV on the #2 spot, Steel Vengeance. Pacing is wicked. Like, who knows what's going on inside the structure? Alright guys, #1, some of you may want to punch me in the face for this placing, but I placed Millennium Force #1. Now, here are the prime reasons why I placed this #1. It's tall, but it's being coaster, 310 feet. I love the outstanding pacing on this ride of 93 miles per hour. And the pacing never seems to slow down. Like, even before you enter the final brake run, you're still going over 60. I mean, that just amazes me. Intimate did a fantastic job on this ride. And that's why Millennium Force earns the #1 spot. And yeah, enjoy your POV on the #1 spot, Millennium Force. You can bash me in the comments if you want to. But honestly, I don't really care. But keep in mind, before you do bash me, Millennium Force and Steel Vengeance switch places all the time. It's more often that Steel Vengeance is #1 and